Alright guys, got something a little bit different for you as it relates to not so much shooting but protection, right? So body armor, obviously. When I was in law enforcement, I ran, this is what I used to run, and this is what I have now from DFNDR Armor. So basically a lot of upgrades since I was wearing this. And so what I'm going to show you is kind of the old school. This is from Shellback Tactical, and it served its purpose. It wasn't terrible, but it was affordable. You know, if you're a cop and you're looking, if you don't, you're broke. If you're a cop, you're broke. You don't make enough money. I'm sorry. That is just whatever you're getting paid. Even if you're doing better than what I was doing, you're not getting paid enough. So with that, I got what I could afford. Shellback Tactical, thank you for putting out, you know, affordable gear. It's for what it is, it served its purpose. However, you know, through a couple years of use, it's seen better days. So you got some separation happening just from being in and out of the vehicles, throwing it on, training in it a little bit, not as much as I should have. I train more now. Go figure, right? Not even a cop anymore, and I train more now in gear. So anyways, setting it up, I was real minimalist. I would basically grab my radio, otherwise this is how it was. I took the plates out, I used RMA plates, level 3+, and they were really thick. They barely squeezed in this, but I took those out, and now this is just kind of just the shell. Little additions, I just put a single pair of cuffs just in case, and I didn't run. If I needed an extra mag, I had these. I don't know if I actually ever used these or if I just had them on. I just thought maybe if I needed extra mags, I'd throw them in here, have them kind of up front, because on the side plates, it has pockets if you want to run some P-mags or whatever. I put tourniquet on each side, but I ran it behind my arm because it would always just scratch the crap out of me. And if I put P-mags, it was up in my armpit, uncomfortable, couldn't really move. And the whole thing about these carriers, you want that mobility, right? Better than, you want the up armor, but you want the mobility with it. And yeah, it just prevented that. So these, good idea, but one of those ideas that just didn't really work. It sounds good, but then when you utilize it, it just didn't work. So that's why I got these, and they could be better. These were cheap additions that also didn't really work, but because they kind of flap around, as you can see. But anyways, you live and learn. You try some things, they look good, whatever. So I just had basically cuffs, a blade, handcuff key, the end. This is obviously, as you know, the old style Velcro. That's how you pull these things apart. I take off one side, throw it on, and I take it off the same way, right? So throw that over, flap it down, and you're good to go. Not bad. There's some adjustability here. These have good, that's why I liked these above a lot of other companies out there. It had great padding in the shoulders. So it was fairly comfortable, right? Not a lot, not gonna speak negative about it too much, but you know, for $150, I think you can get them $150 to $200. It's a good option, right? So that's what I could afford, so that's what I got. So there's that. Now we got these from DFNDR Armor. Okay, this is the QRC. This is the 2.0. I have the 3.0 as well. I'll do a different video on the differences between this and the 3.0. I'll just tell you right now, I like the 2.0 better. That's just my preference. So this has got their 3A plates in there. These are 3A plus, but they're lighter weight than the RMA plates were. The same level of plates, but lighter. And if you go to DFNDR Armor on their website, you'll see they have some extremely light 3+ plates, down to this size is down to 2 pounds a plate. You're going to pay for them, but they're worth it. So these are not those, but these, I think these weigh in at right around 3.5 pounds a plate, something like that. So not too bad though. It's still lighter than that all put together. Also, even with full mags, you know, all three of these filled up, which they are right now, it's still lighter than what that was with just the plates. So they shave a lot of weight. It's about 1 pound on the carrier, and then whatever plates you decide on, you know, just add that, and then of course whatever you add on. This is still minimalist. I love these side panels because you can't really effectively utilize them the way Shellback had a good idea, but it doesn't really work. You can't really put anything there because it's going to be up in your armpit, so it's not, and you're going to be trying to, sorry, mosquito eater, you're going to be trying to work around that, and that's going to be, it could present some problems. So I just, for me, my opinion, I don't want anything there anyways unless it's more armor, but out of the way, not preventing me and disrupting me from doing what I need to do. What's cool about these is it's kind of like universal, right? The way they've got this set up, you can kind of loosen these up a little bit more to gain if you're a little bit wider, like me right now. But if you're a skinny dude, you can tighten them up as well. You just simply tighten that, but it's kind of universal. And in the fact that if you look at this, these just stretch. Once you stretch them, and it might be a little bit tight, you can, you know, again, you can make it fit you. It's very smart system. I love the way it has this type of stretching. This is much easier to replace because the old elastic in most companies that use elastic wears out. So it doesn't matter, you keep stretching it and then it's gone, it doesn't work anymore. But these, if you wear these cords out, you just get new cords and replace it, right? Very, very simple. Or if you happen to wear these out, you just get new side panels and latches. Speaking of, let's go to the latches. These things, I should have looked up the name, but I'm calling them basically rip cords. It's like you're pulling a parachute. These things are awesome. You literally just grab them, right? They got the little shrink wrap rubberized on the paracord. Pull, you're out. That's it. So you can pull pretty much any direction away from the latch, and it's going to pop off. So, and obviously, real easy to put on, just like any other latch, and it's together. Same thing up here. You have the cord kind of just, it's got this little elastic band keeping it out of the way. But if you want to run it in case you think you're going to need to, I don't even need to pull it out. I'll just show you. You just pull it. You can pull it from there, or you can actually pull the cord out and have it dancing around. It's going to be, free floating like this if you need to. So that way, if you needed to get to it fast, that's it. So anyways, great options. That is really slick in my opinion. Would have been nice to have that back when I was working patrol. So these shoulder pads are noticeably less padding than the Shellback. However, after wearing this for a full day at the range, actually 2 days now, it is very comfortable and it doesn't dig into your shoulders. The Shellback actually, after wearing that a long time, you would feel it. Even with all that padding, you'd still feel it kind of digging in. The weight would settle on your shoulders. But with this system and the way it fits on, well, me anyways, I don't feel it on the shoulders. It's equally supported by hugging me because this is just such a good design. And I don't know that it's going to play out for everybody the same way because we're all shaped differently, but I have a pretty good idea that for most people it's going to be effective that way. Very simplistic. The material is just enough that's needed to be sturdy, but not too much, so that way they can shed weight. And just very minimalist and just what you need, whether you're in law enforcement and need to pull over before you have a shots fired call and up armor, or if you're just a civilian and you just want to have some plates with simplicity for that zombie apocalypse that we're all waiting for. This is a great option either way. These pouches, they're different colors because they sent me one of each color, or at least these 3 colors to showcase them. These are single mag pouches. They do have a triple mag pouch, and you can choose those options. And they're kind of like any others except for they look cooler. I will say they're very easy for the molly. They have a nice little tab here that's added stiffness with a little flap, so it's easy to grab and undo. as well as feed through. It feeds through really good. So that's about it. Just wanted to show you that, and go check them out. Defender, all the consonants, no vowels. DefenderArmor.com. Check them out.